Do you think we're getting close to, and I'm not saying this hyperbolically because people are saying it all.
Civil war?
Civil war, yeah.
I've said that numerous times. If it goes the wrong way and they go after ammunition and guns the way they already have, there's going to be trouble.
We're here for the people. We're ready to take our country back, get rid of the people that shouldn't be in office and put the people in that need to be in.
I think we're doomed. I don't know.
Are you concerned about the division in the country now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's horrible. It's just horrible.
People are saying we're headed toward civil war. Do you believe that?
Yes, we are headed toward, doomsday.
The Civil War, they want Civil War.
Who's they?
The globalists. Let's go there. Let's talk about the globalists. Biden's not punching this down. Obama and Soros and all these other guys that people don't even talk about. We know who they are now.
Okay, so great work by Michael Shure continuing to go to these Trump rallies and give us an idea of what some of the members of the MAGA movement believe. The through line is often that they really don't seem to have a deep understanding of the conspiracy theories that they're following. They can usually throw out a couple of names that they've been told, maybe a vague allusion to something involving the UN, and that's really where it breaks down. They don't seem to understand it much more deeply than that. But let's bear in mind, they don't need to understand it much better to support civil war. And some of those people probably were talking about politically getting rid of the people they disagree with. But others were saying if they come for the guns or the ammunition, we're gonna start shooting. They know that would result in them being killed by the US military. They seem to have resigned themselves to that. But anyway, if you take a look at recent polling, this is from August of this year, you can see a significant percentage of the country seeming to believe that civil war in the next decade is somewhat likely or very likely. I mean, Trump supporters are at more than 50%, as are Republicans, and honestly, even the Biden supporters aren't that much farther behind. The crazy thing about this, of course, is civil war over what? Like, you'll note that it's not the side whose reproductive rights were just stripped away that's calling for a potential civil war. It's not the side where like trans people's ability to just exist is being taken away bit by bit. It's not the side who's having their books being burned who wants the civil war. It's the side doing all of those things. And all of it, the only justification they need is someday they might take our guns. It's what they've been saying year after year after year. It never comes to pass, but it's always enough to get them ready to want to go to war with the US government. Jessica, what do you think? Oh, Jess, I think you might have muted yourself when you hit the mic.
You're right. I point to economic inequality when we talk about civil war in the United States, because I don't think people who are doing well, people who are comfortable, people who feel like they live in a society that's functioning well economically, I don't think if those were conditions that were met, where people can always pay their bills, where people have what they need and a little bit of what they want, I don't think those people have a high propensity to take up arms and engage in a civil war. I really don't. Like, I think this is exactly a product of our economic system being so unequal.
Yeah, look, I think that you're right. And I think the inability of those people at the rallies to articulate the actual thing that's leading to it doesn't mean that it's not the thing that's actually leading to it.
Right.
The issue is that while I agree with you that, people who are relatively well off are not likely to storm the Capitol, in America, they are relatively likely to try to get poorer Americans to storm the Capitol. Like Donald Trump and Tucker Carlson, they're not like searching for change in their couch cushions. They're doing quite well. The issue is that while America is a country filled with addiction, there's no more addiction, I think, stronger or more damaging than the addiction to pointless, excessive wealth. And there are a lot of people that are willing to rip this country in half and set both halves on fire if it means that in their bank account, they have a couple more zeros that have no effect on the quality of their life. And it's people at the rallies who are potentially gonna be arrested for storming the Capitol or shot by Capitol Police. Tucker Carlson's never actually gonna storm the barricades, but every day he is going to inspire it.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.